Hello, I'm Shalitra Horns, and welcome to my case study and presentation on the Writers Guild Strike 2007-2008. November 5th, 2007, the Writers Guild of America, also known as the WGA, East and West, went on a strike. The second party in this negotiation conflict was the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, otherwise called the AMPTP. The union went on strike seeking increased residuals for rates of DVD sales. The union also sought jurisdiction over and residuals from new media publications. The negotiation process discussed demands to increase residual rates on DVD and expand the WGA's control over residuals of new media. February 12, 2008, the AMPTP and the WGA reached a minimum basic agreement to allow the WGA jurisdiction over new media, increase residual rates, and earn new percentages from distributors on the digital platform. The WGA's interest and position in this negotiation was to seek increased residual sales on the DVD and jurisdiction over and residuals from new media. On the other hand, the AMPTP's interest was to continue implementing the 2004 agreement of a 1% increase in healthcare plan contribution. Additionally, the position of AMPTP was that the demands of the WGA were premature. Two things went wrong during the negotiations. One of them was the adoption of positional techniques in negotiation. Both parties used this technique to take positions which were inefficient and led to insignificant concessions. Secondly, Gould's speech, when there was a stalemate on the first negotiation, breached the confidentiality in the negotiations. This in turn led to both parties holding strong stance of context, a will. Okay, what went well during the negotiation process? Two things also went well during the negotiation process. For instance, the adoption of principal bargaining in the second phase. This helped both parties to focus on the problem and interests and not just positions in the negotiation. Secondly, the role of public campaigns by the WGA during the process played a pivotal role in the success of the negotiations. Some of the items captured in the agreement include, this is the final agreement, include giving writers the jurisdiction in the new market. Secondly, is giving guild members new and fair compensation for their internet content. Thirdly, establishing a residual payment for content reused on the new media. This agreement is sustainable and it can help foster a good relationship between the parties in the future. Going forward, the parties will renegotiate the terms after every 3 years. Additional concepts. Turning point in negotiation. One of the concepts in this case study is turning points in a negotiation process. These are observable moments when actions and interactions in a conflict change directions. For instance, the negotiation between AMPTP and the WGA took a turn when they departed from positional bargaining and adopted principal bargaining. The de escalation process. De escalation refers to a step towards reaching an agreement in a negotiation process by reducing intensity, unifying disputants, and developing procedures to reach a settlement. For instance, AMPTP adopted a de escalation technique by agreeing to meet the WGA's demand and call off the strike. Alternative dispute resolution. The third concept is alternative dispute resolution, which refers to a technique in which conflicts or disputes are settled outside of the court system. For instance, the WGA and AMPTP adopted a negotiation as a way of solving the conflict with the writers. Thank you.